Uh, it's recorded.
Alright, Khan. We're gonna give our praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah.
Basically, what I'm going into today's video is the curses that Yahweh put among the Israelites. Those effects that's going on, the curses. I'm just gonna start off. Go ahead and go in Deuteronomy chapter 28. I'm gonna start off by reading verse 36.
Alright, this Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 36. The Lord shall bring thee and thy king which thou shalt set over thee unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
Yeah, so the Most High, He cursed us and He sent us. The Edomites is who came over and they basically evacuated us out of our land. They persecuted half of our people, and they started loading them on the ships, on the slave ships, and they brought them to America, man. That's basically what that verse is talking about. So go ahead and read 37.
Oh, it's still more on 36.
Oh, you read that.
And thou shalt serve other gods, wood and stone.
Yeah, so the reason why we started serving other gods while we was in America is because the Edomites, they warped our mind and to make us believe, that so-called Jesus, that white man Caesar Borgia, was the so-called Lord and Savior, because they wanted us to believe what they believe in, believe their customs, following the way of them, which is the way of the heathens, and that's what they did. They was worshiping other gods, not just Jesus Christ. They was worshiping other false gods and false idols and graven images. That's what they was doing. Because of the Edomites, they had us warped. That's what they was doing. Go ahead and read 37.
And thou shalt become astonishment. Salakia, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee.
Yeah, so basically, we was led into captivity, and the Edomites started calling us out of our heritage. They started calling us wetbacks, spicks, niggas, coloreds, basically everything that we wasn't. They was just degrading our heritage, degrading us, making us feel like we were inferior to them, by calling us those names, trying to take away our true heritage by calling us something else, and to make us believe that we are so-called African Americans. But you got a precept on that?
And that's what a proverb and byword is, being called something you're not. I thought it looked like it wasn't recording. But this First Kings chapter 9, verse 7. Then I will cut off Israel out of the land which I have given them. And Israel, that's about the nation, the people Israel. Because it's a people before it's a place, and that's what he did. The Most High cut off Israel. He cut us off out of our land. He cut us off as a nation. We wasn't called Israelites no more. We was called whatever the other nations wanted us to be called. And it say, in this house which I have hallowed for my name. For my name will I cast out of my sight. And that's what the Most High did. The name Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, he cast that out of his sight, Like he took that name away from us. We wasn't able to call him Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah no more, because we ain't know that name no more. Because like I said, they beat us. They beat us into learning something that was false. So we wasn't able to learn that name no more, man. And that's just all in the curses, and it's more in the verse. And Israel shall be a proverb and a byword among all people. And there you go again. Israel, Israel as a whole been a proverb and a byword for centuries now. They call us Negroes, African American. They call us, savages. They call us Mexicans. They call us Puerto Ricans. They call us Italians. Huh?
Yeah, and our own people call each other that. That's the sad part about it. We so warped into that mindset that we starting to call our own people that shit, man. And niggas call each other niggas as a good term for brethren. Man, that just show you how fucked up the world is and how warped Esau got our brains, man. Got the world fucked up. But go ahead, was there more on that?
Oh yeah, and amongst all people, so that's all people, us and the other nations, like you just said.
Right.
But that was it on that verse.
You read 36, right?
Yeah, come
Go ahead, read 37.
That's what we just got done reading.
Oh yeah, Salakia. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48.
This Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
Read that one more time, huh?
Therefore thou shalt serve thy enemy.
Yeah, so we serving our enemies. We've been doing that for the longest, When Esau, no, it didn't even start with Esau for real. It started with the Egyptians for real. We were serving the Egyptians, which is our enemy. And then and now it's Esau when he came brought us on them ships to America. That's our enemy. That's our main enemy right now is Esau. And we still serving this motherfucker today, man, by just living in this bitch, going by society, cause we in captivity, man. If we don't live by his law, Salakia, if we don't live by his law, then that would be unwise, cause we gonna end up either going in jail, we gonna end up dead, man. And we just gotta face the fact, but we still keeping the laws of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. But my point is, we sold into our enemy. Right now, we've been sold into our enemy since we've been fucking up, So, you had a precept?
And this the prophecy to that. This Joel chapter 3, verse 3. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for a harlot. So these faggots, they sold boys for harlots,
Yeah, fucking the boys, man.
And that's what these Hamites and these Edomites was doing, and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. So they sold our Israelite girls for wine, so they could get drunk, and they was fucking our boys while they was selling females for wine,
Fucking faggot ass Esau, man. This nigga wicked.
Verse 4, and yeah, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and the more Hamites, and all the coast of Palestine, and the Ishmaelites, the Tyre and Zidon, the Hamites, then all the coast of Palestine, them the Ishmaelites, because Ishmael, they the ones who created them cargo slaves boats.
Yeah, Salakia. Y'all, them Hamites is them Africans, man. They wanna call us Israelites African Americans when we differ from them in a whole different, our genealogy is way different from them. Our accent, our tone, everything about us is just different. So how can we be African American, or how can we be African when we don't even come there? We don't even come, just cause y'all brought us from there don't mean that's where we come from. And for real, we were scattered among all the nations, but I ain't gonna rush that right now. We just gonna keep going with the flow, going by spirit. Go ahead,
So you had Ishmael, the coast of Palestine. Then you had Tyre and Zidon. Them the ones who captured us and sold us But the coast of Palestine, them the Ishmaelites, they the plug. They the ones who brought the boats.
Come on.
You know. And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head? Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temple my goodly things, pleasant things. So, yeah, that's what they did. They stole our shit when they took us. You know, let me keep going. The children of Judah, the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians. And who is the Grecians? These Edomites, you know. And that's how you know these Edomites go back that's how you know these Edomites are the so-called white people to today. Because them was the Grecians back then. Well, the so-called Grecians. Because for real, they not even the real Greeks. They put their ass in slavery too. And that ye might remove them from far from their border. And that's what they did. The Ishmaelites, they created the boats. The Hamites, these dirty Africans, they captured us and they sold us to the Edomites who put us on them boats. You know? So it's like, these Hamites, they the plugs plug, you know.
Yeah,
They got
the whole reason why we went to Africa was to blend in with them. Not we to blend in with them from the color of our skin, because we was a dark race and they are a dark race. They are a darker race though, but we came to Africa to blend in with them, and now these niggas, they fuck around and end up selling us to the white man. Like, we couldn't win because we cursed, man. The Most High, like, they thought they was gonna be safe in Africa. No, man. The Most High put that spirit on them fucking Helmites to sell us. But go ahead.
Oh yeah, but like I was saying, it removed them far from their border, and that's what they did. They removed us far from our land, far from our border. But yeah, we got it back to that Deuteronomy 28:48.
Oh yeah, read that one more time.
Therefore, thou shalt serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And that's what we do when we got over here. We want it. We want everything that they have. You know.
We see they seen a white man living lavish. You know, so and they was treating us like fucking dirt, man. They was treating us like animals. So we over here eating slop, living like a fucking dog, living like a pig, and they over there living lavish. Why wouldn't they want what they got? You know. So yeah, that's why they wanted what they had, man. And they still to this day, man. You see Jake, he want what Esau got. But Esau got something, I mean, we got something that Esau don't got, which is salvation, man. And that's what they can't see, man. You know, that's why Esau doing all of this shit. He trying to get rid of our salvation because he ain't got none. He don't got no father. We got a father, man. All it takes is just the spirit of the Lord to wake us up.
Like Esau, he fuck up his own people just to get back at us.
Like,
that's how
this nigga.
He really envious.
Yeah, this nigga envious fuck, man. He'll do anything, go out his way, man. Bitch will take his own life just to get at us, man. So yeah, that was Deuteronomy 28:48. Can you get verse 68 from me?
This Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. And that word Egypt means bondage, you know. So when we went into slavery, we ain't going to the actual land Egypt again. We went into slavery again. That's what that's saying. With ships, you know, and what slavery, you know, that has ships.
We was going to America, man.
That's how you know, that's the main thing. How you know we the real Hebrew Israelites.
Right, because we fit the curses, man. We fit every single curse that Yahweh put on us, man.
Right.
All 12 tribes.
And these Edomites, they fit none of the curses.
They the ones doing this shit, man. They over here. Edomites been living lavish ever since. Ever since they got kicked out their own land. Because that's how that shit started. The niggas got kicked out their own land, fucking around doing stupid shit. and now they discovered they seen us, and they've been living lavish ever since, man. Ever since they discovered they ran up on us, man.
Come by by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And we
Say what you reading out of.
this the same verse.
Oh, come. Salaki.
And it's we haven't seen the land of Israel no more again. We can't go back to Israel today. You know,
'Cause
Israel defiled.
Yeah, it's wicked as fuck down there, man. It's fucking Sodom and Gomorrah all over again down there, man. And we can't go to Jerusalem until Yahweh shall come back and recreate Jerusalem, the new Jerusalem. That's our kingdom.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Yeah, once again, man. Once again, we are sold into our enemies. You know, this ain't nothing new. Ain't nothing new under the sun. We still sold into our enemies. You know, we've been here ever since the motherfuckers brought us here from Africa. That's how long we've been here, and that's why everybody just living in society, just living, man. But the chosen ones, they gonna wake up, and that's when Yahweh seal every single one of His people. That's when everything gonna go down.
For bond man and bond woman, and no man shall buy you.
Yeah, man. So we gonna be bond women. I mean, it's gonna be bond women and bond men. We bonded, man. We fucking held captive, man. Ain't shit we can do. Ain't shit we can do about it.
And it say, and no man shall buy you. So nobody, because back then, you know, you was able to buy somebody out of captivity, but the Most High said, no, fuck that shit. We're not doing that no more. You know, and nobody haven't bought us out this captivity. We still under the same captivity from 1619 or the 1500s. You know, 1400s, late 1400s, all the way to now. We still in that same slavery. It's just a mental slavery now.
It's mental.
And and um and it said no man shall buy you. So the only one who could take us out this slavery is Yahweh Bashur and Yahweh Shah. You know, that's how you know it's the last slavery. You know, we at the end of this thing. Cause when he take us out, that's him coming back, and we gonna be in our kingdom. You know. I got a precept.
You got a precept?
Yeah, but you got to where?
I was gonna say go to verse 25.
Deuteronomy verse 25.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I ain't gonna get that. This Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 25. The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies. Thou shalt go out one way against them, and flee 7 ways before them, and shall be removed into all kingdoms of the earth.
Yeah, so we fucking when Esau came to Jerusalem, when we was in Jerusalem, Esau came into Jerusalem and they smite us, man. They was just killing us, fucking slaughtering our people, and that's when we scattered, man. That's when we fled from Jerusalem because they was taking over Jerusalem, slaughtering all our people, killing off our people, trying to take over Jerusalem. So we had to flee, you know, and that's where when we flee to all these different nations, that's when we started taking part of their customs and shit.
And it say the Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies. Like he said, they slaughtered us, they smote us, you know. And thou shalt go out one way against them, and flee 7 ways before them, you know. And 7 just mean completion, so that ain't actual 7 ways. We fled all types of ways, you know, and shall be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth. And that's what happened. We got removed into every kingdom of the earth. And I got a precept. It's Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse, and this for you niggas in that land today. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from one end to the earth. One end of the earth even to the other. And there shall Right, and that's what happened. We got scattered from one end to the earth into other, man. You know, and these Amalekites, these Jewish people in there today, These niggas ain't get scattered from one end to the earth to another. If they is all around the world, they went there on their own will. They ain't got put into slavery and got scattered. They did it on their own will, you know. And that Holocaust shit, that shit was fake anyway. And when that happened, say it did happen, they didn't get scattered. They just got forced to go to Israel. So, but yeah, you got to ask.
Oh yeah. Get verse 28. Read. What was that? 25 you read?
Yeah.
Read from 25 down to 28.
And thy carcass shall be meat unto all fowls of the air.
Yeah. So they got us eating fucking pork, man. They got us falling off, eating the wrong shit, eating seafood. Got us eating fucking. It's niggas down there. I forgot where, but they down there eating mud pies and shit.
But this is talk about the birds, the fowls in the air eating us. This is what this talk about.
Oh, Salakia.
It say, and thy carcass carcass shall be meat unto all fowls of the air.
Salakia.
So that's these birds they eating us, you know, and unto the beasts of the earth, and that's the animals on earth, eating us, and no man shall fray them away, so you ain't gonna escape it,
Go ahead, man.
Verse 28. Verse 27. The Lord will smite thee with the botch of Egypt, and with the enemy, the enemy and with the scab, and with the itch thereof thou canst be healed.
Yeah, so the Lord caused us to these diseases, like for an example, when Christopher Columbus came down I forget where, but to the North Americas, the so-called the first Thanksgiving, when fucking Europeans came down to the land Gad, when they came down and they seen that Gad owned that land, they brought back fucking diseases, fucking measles, mumps, boils, all that shit. And they put that upon our people, and then our people had to die off because of the diseases they brought from overseas, and that killed most of our people off right there. That's kind of an example of that verse,
It's a right, and if you look today, blacks, so-called blacks and Mexicans, they the main people. They the top people on earth with diabetes and AIDS and shit.
Cause Esau keep giving Jakes these fucking vaccines, man, and these vaccines ain't really helping, man. They injecting fucking shit. The same shit they inject us with, the same shit they put in food, man. More than likely, and that's what's causing these diseases. Not just that, but we eat a highly amount of the shit that they put in food, which is the food that we do eat. Jake really don't try to eat right, and the shit they put in food is really killing us too. It's a lot of tactics that Esau used and shit like that. But go ahead, keep reading.
The verse 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart.
Oh yeah, niggas just gonna be running around mad as fuck. Like a bat out of hell, man, with no heart, just right. Ruthless as fuck.
And it's like that now. It's like that now on a pretty high level, but it's gonna be on a higher level.
Jacob's trouble,
like scripture say, the hearts of the people shall wax cold. So that niggas not giving a fuck about niggas no more.
Man.
But it's gonna be on a higher level.
You see people, man, brothers killing their own brothers just because of different colors, man. You see that out here now, man. Everybody want to be strapped up. Everybody want to be gang affiliated, and that's causing a death rate of our people, man. Because our own people killing each other because they ain't got no heart. They ain't got no type of sympathy for each other.
No.
You had a preset?
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, that was verse 28. That's all I really had. You know, if I can't have nothing, you ain't have nothing. Yeah.
No,
So yeah, those are the curses that the Most High vexed us with, and those curses are in effect today in this world. They just getting worse and worse. The more time gets shortened, the more time goes by, it just keep getting worse because prophecy is being fulfilled. And we still in captivity, still in slavery. It's just a mental thing. It's not so much as physical as it was back in the ancient times, or not even in the ancient times, but back in the past, where we have shackles on it, and we have fucking thing around our neck. Shit, man. Man, they was doing us dirty, and they still doing us dirty till this day. They just doing it. They just doing it, in a secretive way. And now you see, it's not being so much a secret because now it's being publicized. It's also a verse I want to get. Hey, Bakar, what's that verse where I would say, "Thou should be cursed in the field, and thou should be cursed in the city"?
Oh, that's hold on. I know what it's about. That's Deuteronomy 28. Hold on.
Yeah, man, we you see the cops fucking whooping our ass out there, man. Beating Jake ass, man, for no apparent reason, man. You see Jake just having a normal day going about his day. And fucking officers, they got a badge and a gun and they take that shit to the extreme, man. Because they know who we are and they know who they are. That just goes back to that old spirit they had back then, These are the same spirits, these fucking Edomites, these evil ass Edomites. They got that same spirit from when they killed Yahushua. You got that up?
Fuck. Yeah, I know. It's Deuteronomy 28, verse bear with me.
Yeah,
Deuteronomy 20. It's Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Yeah, so first it started off with us being cursed in the field, in the plantations, dying to being worked to death, literally working in the fields to death. It was bodies dropping just from working too hard, too long in that damn sun. Fucking dehydration, fucking getting injured out there, getting whooped, getting decapitated, all types of shit in the field. And now, it's in a city, with the civil rights movement. Back in the time of Martin Luther King, they had the dogs on our ass, spraying us with hoses and shit, fucking riots, And, that was us being cursed in the city, and we still being cursed in the city today, and we still being cursed in the field because they got slaves in Libya. There's slaves in more places than just Libya, man. They just ain't publicizing the shit. So, yeah, we cursed.
I got a precept too.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Whatever you said.
No, I'm finished.
Oh, shit. But this Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. And this not our rest, Jake, 2/3 Jake thinking this life, this the best, this the shit. This slavery, this life, but it's not. Why it's not your rest? Because it is polluted. And what it's polluted by? Israelite bloodshed, man. The 2/3 and the elect. Both it's polluted by our bloodshed, man. And it shall destroy you even with a sword destruction. So yeah, man, it's gonna destroy you with a sword destruction if you want to sit here and live this life. Think this is life. Think this is the only thing out here. You know, you gonna have a sore destruction, a terrible destruction.
That's why we can't get comfortable living this fucking life, man. Because it's going to be a time
Right.
very, very soon where we got to get put out of our comfort zone. So we might as well get used to it now.
Right.
So we can be prepared when Yahushua come back.
Right, and you niggas that's comfortable here, y'all gonna be the niggas to take that chip, you know? And that's gonna be a store of destruction, because, like the scripture say, them nuclear missiles, with them, they do hurt.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And you already know they hurt. So if the Most High telling your ass, them bitches hurt, them motherfuckers, that's excruciating pain and above, man. I mean, this is the Most High we talking about. This is the Most High. You gotta forget all that other shit that you learned in the world. Forget all that Christian doctrine. Forget all that Jesus Christ shit. And you gotta come in this truth as a baby, man. You gotta come in this truth as a baby. You gotta get reborn again. That's what being reborn again means. And you gotta get. It's not just being washed away from your sins, man. That's that fucking Christian doctrine. You know, it's not just getting baptized and repenting and doing the same shit you did before you got baptized or repented, man. It's a whole lifestyle and heritage you gotta live. You gotta keep statutes, laws, commandments. You gotta give praise 24/7. You gotta worship the holy days that Yahweh provided us with to worship. You gotta eat all the things that is cleansing to our temple. You know, you gotta be in these scriptures. You gotta be a living sacrifice. You gotta follow those. You gotta follow those laws to the best of your ability, man. And that's how you get reborn again into this truth. You know, you gotta join congregation of the brothers. You know, you gotta and just be on your shit, man. And you gotta forget all these bitches, forget all these hoes, forget the money, man. Money is the root of evil. Money is the root of all evil, man. Scriptures say that. And niggas out here chasing money, and that's gonna lead to y'all destruction. Cause in a minute ain't gonna be no fucking money. It's gonna be the chip, and that's what's gonna make you niggas. That's what's gonna inspire you niggas to get that shit. Cause y'all already out here paper chasing. Y'all niggas gonna have a chip. Y'all think y'all gonna be set for life. Y'all ain't gotta pay for shit no more. But y'all gonna pay for getting that bitch, man. But we gonna close out by giving all praise to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah.
Say Shalom.
Shalom. Abba, Abal.
Abba, Abal.